Welcome to our Port Helicopter Explainer that comes on a very special day where the Right Honorable Raila Odinga's body was flown today to Kisumu for the final journey tomorrow. On behalf of Port Helicopter News, on behalf of myself, Danstan Omari, who was Baba's advocate, we wish to pass our sincere condolences. Today we want to get an explainer on what the law talks about state, federal. Everybody has seen the military all over. What is the state funeral? The law on the Retirement of President's Benefits Act, which is Cap 11 of 2020, provides the following. In Section 11, it says, a retired president shall be accorded a state funeral. Then who is a retired president? It is someone who has been elected and served as a head of state of this country. Remember, the vice president and deputy president are not supposed to be given state burial according to the law. But we'll come to explain why Raila Odinga is not a retired president, but he has been given a state funeral. One of the considerations is that 1964, we have had the following state funerals. The first one was in 1978 when Jomo Kenyatta, the late founding father of the nation, was accorded a state funeral. In 2020, retired President Moi was the second one to be accorded a state burial or a state funeral. In 2011, we have Professor Wangari Maathai, the famous environmentalist, was the third person to have been accorded a state funeral. In 2024, we have Kelvin Kiptum. Kelvin Kiptum was the one who was given, this was an athlete. In 2016, we have Mama Lucy Kibaki, the wife of President Kibaki, Mwai Kibaki, was accorded a state funeral. In 2017, we have the former Minister for Interior, Joseph Kainseri, who was accorded a state funeral. In 2024, we have the CDF, Ogolla, that is General Francis Ogolla, who was accorded a state funeral. In 2022, we have Mwai Kibaki, the President of the Republic of Kenya, who was accorded a state burial. In 2023, we have the widow of Dedan Kimathi, that is Mukami wa Kimathi, was accorded a state funeral in 2023. In 2003, we have Kijana Wamalwa, who was then a vice president of Mwai Kibaki. In 2003, he died and he was accorded a state funeral. Lastly, in 2025, that's tomorrow, Raila Odinga will be the last person since independence to have had a state burial. What entails a state burial? A state burial, one, the President of the Republic must proclaim that there is going to be a state burial. This is after the National Security Council. That is the highest council that deals with security matters of the country, meets and decides that it is good for one to be given a state burial. Two, the cabinet must approve the decision of the National Security Council, and once the cabinet has approved, the military takes over State burial, it is only the CDF, it is only KDF that does everything. The body moves away from being a body of the family to the body of the KDF. They will provide the coffin, they will guard the body. The body must be taken to Parliament to lie in state. You saw what happened the first time when Raila Odinga was to come from India. He was supposed to be taken to Parliament. Logistically, when it became impossible, yesterday, very early in the morning, 6 in the morning, Raila Odinga had to lie in state, that is in Parliament. After Parliament, the body is taken to a public place. That is why the body had to be taken to Nyayo National Stadium for official, the army to provide the final rituals of the body. Lastly, the body will be taken where it is going to be buried. It is KDF, the military, that will bury him. That is the law on how one can get a state burial. So the question is, how did Raila Odinga come to be given the benefits of like a retired president? Raila Odinga one time was a prime minister of the Republic of Kenya. He was number 2 in command after the president, Mwai Kibaki. 2, Raila Odinga's performance as a politician, as a leader in this country has given him that position that every Kenyan will admit that Raila Odinga indeed deserved a state funeral. That is the law on the state funerals as they are unfolding. May we live in peace. May we have harmony. Let us mourn our hero silently. Let us mourn our hero and bury him with all the state accolades, with all the statesman character that Raila Odinga had. From Court Helicopter News, we shall be live from Bondo, bringing it live as Raila Odinga is being interred. Thank you very much.